All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders, a great millstone, and rule well. And I've been pushing this word for years, and third time I came out there from the four corners of the globe. All right, this article here. All right, it's like it, brothers. All right, and the article reads: Health officials are issuing the WHO's pandemic treaty and a bird flu crisis are both arriving at the same time. All right, and it reads: health officials are issuing very anonymous warnings about the potential for an H5N1 pandemic among humans at the same time that the WHO is preparing for a vote on the global pandemic treaty at the 77th World Health Assembly at the end of this month. All right. And we know that these devils, man, all right, and their wicked councils, man, all right, are brewing up something, man. All right, like they say, never let a good crisis go to waste. All right, but we have to watch as well as pray, man. All right, because this B virus, all right, it's like this B flu, all right, is catching speed, man. All right, and it's most definitely the talks right now. All right, so again, we gotta watch as well as pray, but they most definitely getting ready to do something, man. All right, and it reads: the global pandemic treaty will give the World Health Organization far more authority than it had during the last pandemic. And a lot of people are deeply concerned about how that power will be used during the next major health crisis. All right, and let's go to Micah 2:1, and it reads: woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. All right, and who does that? All right, Esau, even so-called white man. All right, this devil can't go to sleep without, thinking about trying to issue out some wickedness, man. All right, and that's what he's trying to do, man. All right, ultimately, it's aimed at you, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. All right, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power. It's like because it is in the power of their hand, all right? And like the scripture says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, all right? So these devils, man, all right, they're most definitely trying to do all sorts of wickedness, putting these wicked laws into action, all right? Coming up with different things to try to hinder up Jake, man, all right? So again, man, like I quoted earlier, all right, never let a good crisis go to waste, man. All right, that's what these devils are doing, man. All right, but again, we have to watch as well as pray, all right, because this does look like this could be what they're going to use, man. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but hey, we just gotta continue on watching. The global pandemic treaty will give the World Health Organization far more authority than it had during the last pandemic. A lot of people are deeply concerned about how that power will be used during the next major health crisis. As you will see below, 2 more human cases of the bird flu have just been confirmed. If the bird flu mutates into a form that can spread easily from human to human, that will create an enormous amount of fear. All right, and that's how they get you. All right, fear mongering, man. All right, they bring about this problem. All right, and they come with the solution, man. all right, to the problem. All right. So Esau isn't slick, man. All right. It's most definitely he's not slick to the elect. All right. Because the elect can see through the wickedness of this devil and his devices, man. All right. And it's like it. And the death toll could potentially be catastrophic. In such an environment, what sort of extreme measures would the World Health Organization decide to institute? In recent weeks, negotiators have been feverishly working to finalize the global pandemic treaty. The following comes directly from the official WHO website. Governments of the world today agreed to continue working on a proposed pandemic agreement and to further refine the draft ahead of the 77th World Health Assembly that starts 27th May 2024. Governments meeting at the World Health Organization headquarters, Geneva, agreed to resume hybrid and in-person discussions over coming weeks to advance like it work on critical issues, including around a proposed new global system for pathogen access and benefits sharing, life-saving vaccines, treatments, and diagnostics, pandemic prevention, and One Health, and the financial coordination needed to scale up countries' capacities, so like to prepare for and respond to pandemics. Here in the United States, the mainstream media has been strangely quiet about this treaty, but it is a really big deal. And of course, they're quiet. All right, you don't get nothing off the mainstream media, man. All right, you can't find nothing. All right, but a bunch of folly, man. All right, Esau makes it like that. You have to go to these alternative news outlets, man. All right, and find information, man, because they're not going to give it to you, man. They want to keep the people docile. All right. So like let's I'm read Isaiah 10, all right, in the NLT, all right, and it reads, "What sorrows await the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws," all right, and who does that? Again, Esau, even so-called white man. They deprive the poor of justice and deny the rights of the needy among my people. They prey on widows and take advantage of orphans. What will you do when I punish you? All right. So again, Most High said, what will you do when I punish you? All right. And they're not going to be able to do a damn thing, man. All right. Because again, these devils are most definitely putting these laws into effect and all, and and things of that sort, man. All right. Again, to who? To affect who? Jake, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. All right. Let's select you. Dang, man, I can't. I can't find it right now. So like it, brothers. Go back to the article. All right. Back in the article here in the United States, Slacky, negotiations have been taking place for the last 2 years, and the plan is to submit the final draft for a vote at the World Health Assembly at the end of this month. The member state-led intergovernmental negotiating body was established over 2 years ago, and it's like 2 years ago to take this effort forward. The Bureau of the INB, which is guiding the process, will submit its outcome for consideration at the World Health Assembly. INB Bureau co-chair Dr. Precious Masosa from South Africa said progress has been made during this latest round of discussions on a wide range of issues contained by the draft agreement. We are witnessing history play out before our eyes during this process with the coming together of all countries to decide a binding pact to protect all citizens of the world, said Ms. Masoso. This is not a simple exercise. This is the first ever process to develop a proposed agreement on pandemic prevention, preparedness, and response. Getting this done means getting it right, and the INB Bureau is committed to help finalize a meaningful, lasting agreement. The 77th World Health Assembly will be held in Geneva, Switzerland, from May 27th to June 1st. All right, which isn't too far, man. A few days away, man. All right. Remember, member nations will cast their vote on the final draft of the global pandemic treaty, and is fully expected to pass. We have been told that the global pandemic treaty has been watered down, but in reality, all that has really changed is that some language in the treaty has been made more vague. If this treaty passes when the next pandemic erupts, the WHO will be running the show, and most people in the general most people in the general population do not realize this, and the next pandemic may be a lot closer than most of us think. See, all right. So they're telling you, man. All right, that is around the corner, man. All right. On Wednesday, the CDC announced that there has been another confirmed human case of the bird flu in the United States. The U.S. has documented the second case of bird flu in 2024. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention announced Wednesday. Health officials identified the avian influenza case in a Michigan dairy farm worker. This is the second time a case has developed in a person working with dairy cows. The virus appears to have developed under similar circumstances as it did earlier this year for a farm worker at a dairy in Texas. A nasal swab for the infected person tested negative for influenza. However, an eye swab for the patient tested positive for bird flu, indicating an eye infection. The CDC said in a news release, so far the two individuals in the U.S. that have been infected in 2024 have both been dairy workers. There may be many more dairy workers that have been affected, but at this stage, a lot of those that work in the industry are very reluctant to get tested. Farmers have been reluctant to allow federal health officials onto their land to test potentially infected cattle amid unnecessary, but how their businesses would be impacted. farm workers have also been reluctant to participate in screening, and experts said it's likely due to a mix of fears over job loss, immigration status, language barriers, and general distrust in public health systems. Meanwhile, we just learned that H5N1 is responsible for the deaths of four more cats. Four more cats have died of H5N1 bird flu in the United States, including two pets in South Dakota with no links to poultry or dairy cows. According to state and federal officials, at least 14 cats have recently died of bird flu. Yeah, see. So again, man, they most definitely planning something, man. All right. They're going into talking about cats, man. All right. Of the newly reported cases, two were domestic cats, which died at a property in Campbell County in South Dakota, according to a state official. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, Beth Thompson, the state's veterinarian, said there was no livestock on the property where the pets died. No other details regarding how the cats were infected are known at this time, Thompson told BNO News. This is not good. If cats start getting sick and dying on a widespread basis, it is probably just a matter of time before the same thing happens among humans. We don't know all the details about these latest cat deaths, but it was being reported that cats that previously died from H5N1 in Texas experienced brain hemorrhaging and blindness. Does H5N1 have the potential to do that same sort of damage to humans? We need an answer to that question because more human cases are popping up all the time. In fact, there has now been a confirmed human case in Australia. A child has been confirmed as the first case of H5N1 bee flu in Australia. The child contracted the avian influenza, a infection while in India and fell ill in March this year, according to Victorian health officials. The announcement came hours after bird flu was detected on a farm in Victoria. Since 2003, more than 50% of humans that have tested positive for H5N1 have died. Can you imagine the fear that will erupt if millions of people suddenly get infected? Global pestilences will play a major role in the era of great chaos that is coming. All right? And what does the scripture talk about, man? All right? That further proves that we are truly at the end of Esau's kingdom, man. All right? And this is Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. All right, and you are you not hearing of things going on? All right, over there in the Middle East and throughout the four corners of the globe, man. All right, and you hear about wars and rumors of wars all the time, man. All right, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, for nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. All right, famines. You got that also in the works as well, man. All right, be famines and pestilences. All right, and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and again, does not the scripture speak about these things? All right, you see it right here, man. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, so again, that day of Jacob trouble is coming, man. And it's right around the corner. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab Jeremiah 30 and 7 real quick. All right. All right, this is Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. but he shall be saved out of it. And who is the he? The elect. All right. So again, man, that day it's gonna be a very horrific day, and like the scripture says, it's gonna be a day never before seen. All right. Just think about the panic that we witnessed during 2020, 2021, and 2022. All right, and it's talking about the C-19. And the next pandemic has a far higher death rate. The panic that we will see will be so much worse that that is really bad news for all of us. All right. So again, man. All right. Something is most definitely brewing, man. All right. But again, we have to walk circumspect. All right. All right. Let's grab. Oh yeah. Psalms 37. All right. And I'm gonna start at verse 6, and it reads, "And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him." And that's what we're supposed to do. Wait patiently upon the Lord. Rest in the Lord, man. All right. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. All right. Esau. All right. The 2/3 of J. All right. The heathen nations. Yeah, it might seem like they're prospering in their way. All right. But ultimately, their world is crumbling down, man. All right. The Most High is going to have the last laugh, man. All right. Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. All right. And who bringeth wicked devices to pass? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right. So again, man, we're supposed to trust in the Lord, all right, when all these things happen, man. All right. Let's grab Job, the 5th chapter, real quick. Because the article said we're all going to be in trouble. All right. Not the elect, man. All right. And the Most High is the one bringing all these things. All right. That's what people fail to realize, man. All right. The Heavenly Father is bringing these famines, these pestilences. All right. All these things. All right. And this is Job 5. I'm going to start at verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. All right. And you got to be upon those chariots. All right. Looking down from the sea of glass when by the time that 7th trump blows, man. All right. Because that's that destruction. All right. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death. All right. In war, from the power of the sword, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. All right. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. All right. So, all right, we have to remember that, man. All right, that the Most High is going to preserve his elect. All right, let's go. Matter of fact, let's grab 2 Ezra 9. It's like it. 2 Ezra 9. All right, and in I'm gonna start at verse 7, and it reads, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed," and that's the elect. All right. So the elect have that faith in those works, man. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, right, which means dangers, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right. And it is not pestilence and famine, dangers. All right. So, hey, we trust in the Lord, man. All right. And like it says in Amos 3:6. All right. Let's grab it real quick. That's like it. All right. And it reads, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? So again, the Most High is doing all these things. All right. So your best bet is to be on the side of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. That's your best bet, man. Because if you're part of the 2/3 of these other nations of Esau, man, you're gonna be destroyed, man. All right. These things, like the scripture said, these things were created for the wicked. All right. Therefore came the flood. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. The flood came to destroy the wicked. All right. It didn't destroy Noah and his family, man. All right. It destroyed the wicked, man. All right. Just like with Lot. Same thing. All right. Oh yeah, let's 2 Corinthians 12:11. All right. And this is 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. And the elect are not ignorant of Esau's devices. We know that this devil have something planned. All right. But at the end of the day, hey, we trust in the Lord, man. All right. We trust in the Lord, because the Lord is going to bring us through whatever's getting ready to happen. And you know, the day of Jacob trouble is going to be a horrific day, a day never before seen, very chaotic, like the article was speaking about. All right. They're not going to flat out call it the day of Jacob trouble, but you know, it's not going to it's going to be a very horrific day, man. All right. This is one more script, and I'm going to end it on this. Oh, yeah. This is Sirach 34 and verse. I'm going to start at verse 13. It reads, the spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live. All right. For their hope is in him that saveth them. Saveth them from what, man? All right. That saveth them from his sword, famine, pestilence, the dangers, perils, man. All right. Verse 14, whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord, to whom doeth he look, and who is his strength. All right. And the Lord is our strength. All right. We know that the Lord is the one bringing these things. We know that the Lord is mighty to save, man. All right. And he will save, and he's going to save. All right. Verse 16, for the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and strong stay. All right. A defense from heat. All right. And just like they say, it's going to be a hot summer. All right. The day of Jacob's trouble is going to be very hot, meaning it's going to be very chaotic, very horrific. All right. And you're going to need Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, to be on your side in that day, man. All right. Just like 2 Ezra 16 chapter, like with Ezra, he was saying, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days. All right. And he's seeing it, he's getting the visions of what's going on. And he's a man of the Lord, man. And he's afraid. So you know it's going to be a very horrific time, man. But guess what? He's going to be preserved from the said perils. All right. Whoever Ezra is in these times. All right. Whoever brother came back in his lot. All right. And a cover from the sun at noon, a preservation. It's like a cover from the sun at noon, preservation from stumbling, and a help from falling. All right. So again, man, our hope is in the Lord, man. Because everything else, all right, it's going to fail, man. All right. So, hey, your best bet is to put all your coins in the basket of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. So with that, I hope your brothers were edified, and I know I was somewhat all over the place, but Al-Baratazah, this lesson was edifying. So again, I hope your brothers were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone and rule well. And I've been pushing this word for years. The third time I came out there from the four corners of the globe, say Shalom. And peace, blessings, say to you, brothers. And let's keep pushing this word.